Hi guys, this is Lost Worm. You're watching The Worm's Turn. I'm playing Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales. The Worm's Turn is a channel mostly about gaming, so right now I'm just doing an actual play. Probably be doing reviews as well. Maybe I'll do some actual plays of tabletop games. So if you like the videos, just make sure to subscribe and actually click like on the video. Just wanted you guys to know also that in the description of each video I have timestamps as to what's going on in each point of the video. So I'll like tag it with battle, and then I'll have the timestamp. You just click it. If you're interested in a battle, you can just skip ahead to the battles. It'll also have a description of the name of the battle, so if you know what you're looking for, you can look in the description there. Petrit, I agree, the mine must be evacuated. Carry as much as possible of what you've excavated so far and raise a red banner so our scouts can spot you in the snow. All of Burrow's rump look forward to your safe return. Tomer Fuchs. I'm starting to think at this point that I'm not gonna get to play any more factions after this, which is a little disappointing. I feel like I've kind of found myself in a bit of routine as to how I'm playing the game. Welcome to the lands of Clan Vidmar. You share a tale, we share the ale. Hoo hoo ha! I feel like I've found a strategy and deck composition that is working very well at this point, and I haven't had much challenge in the standard battles anymore, so I haven't had to adapt or really think about what I'm doing. Maybe that'll change. I don't know.
Gazing towards the horizon, Meve noticed a dark shape outlined against the mantle of snow that lay on the ground. It proved a tower, toppled and broken in pieces. Around it lay the ruins of other buildings, blocks hewn out of basalt rock protruding from the permafrost.
That'd be the Clan Vidmar ruins,
said Gabor, hollering over the wind.
rich ones. Had their clan seat here till earth tremors turned all into dust. Hundreds of dwarves lived here once, and now, not a living soul.
Help! Save me!
On the contrary, there was someone midst the ruins, and said someone was clearly in trouble. Meve ordered her men to find the unfortunate soul. They returned moments later, leading a dwarf whose teeth chattered. They had found him in a ruined building where he'd sought shelter from ghouls. Judging by his appearance, the dwarf had spent the better part of a week there.
Mirko Vidmar, they call me.
He said, patting down unkempt hair that seemed to reach in all directions.
I came here seeking a family heirloom, lost in the tremors and the chaos they caused. I ken the chamber where it ought to be, but, well, beasts made their lair there. I cannot drive them off on my own. But bold warriors like you ought to cut them down in a jiffy. So, will you help?
I too have lost my home, estate,
Said the queen.
so I understand well what you feel. I shall help you recover your heirloom. Call it a win.
Mirko Vidmar's face lit up. Though he'd spent a week besieged and eating stale biscuits, and though there was a hoarfrost in his beard, he quickly trotted to the front of the column and led the Lyrian soldiers to the underground chamber. As promised, beasts awaited there.
It's been a while since I played. Alright. The underground chamber was decorated with numerous reliefs portraying the heroic deeds of Zvonk, the Vidmar clan's progenitor. One depicted the dwarf strangling a Shaelmar with his bare hands, another rescuing miners from a collapsed cavern, and the third wolfing down a succulent pork knuckle. It came as no surprise Mirko wished to regain the relics of his famous ancestor. Stalled battle. Shortened. Have one round. So I think I can get 2 from him. So we'll do.
The ruins! From there they come! Drive them back!
So I got rid of my 2 trinkets because I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, bottomless pockets lets me drop more trinkets from my deck. But it's on my deck there will be none to draw. Bottomless pockets is one of the spawn abilities of... I'm trying to point to the screen hoping my hand will show up on the screen. Yeah, I can't move my mouse to show it. If I preview there. So, bottomless pockets, deploy 2 trinkets from your deck. So they have to be in my deck to be able to deploy them. By having them in my deck, I basically get 2 extra cards. So, there's no reason not to do that. That's if I play the bottom ability, but chances of me using left hook are pretty low because I just already have so much damage potential in my deck. No.
This could hurt.
I should probably check what this does. Forgotten treasure. Whenever a unit is played, it may be seized by this card. When a seized unit takes damage, move it back to its original position.
Huh?
Seize. Move an enemy to the other side of the battlefield. Okay.
Watch your heads.
Well, I should be able to do damage to them without any problem. Here, give it back. I don't know why. I should just damage the necker. Whatever. Oh look, it's another spawn 1,000 neckers deck.
Catch!
What does this guy do? Every 5 turns, custom unit in your graveyard and spawn a base copy of it. What do you got for me, mister? Alright, that's actually...
We'll be reaping black-clad heads.
I think I'm gonna... I'll play him to get my 2 trinkets.
You sure about that?
Wait. Can I cancel? Oh, I always get... I'm always... whatever. Do I play? Oh, so they have to be played? Which I didn't realize. Not a big deal. Whatever. And... Okay. And they should pass now. No? Oh. I guess I have this automatically. Oh. Surprised. Alright, I'm passing. Oh, it's front turning. That was a shortened battle. I lost a round. Oh my god. So funny. Anyway. Yeah, completely forgot it was a shortened battle. Whatevs. totally wanted to. Not for my
The
idiocy.
ruins! From there they come! Drive them back!
But that's how it goes, I guess. Okay.
Watch your heads!
Let's light this place on fire.
Ah!
Get that guy back. Light the other row on fire.
Catch!
Next comes the traps. That should die. Have the power of making this. Okay.
Thing about slaves, they hide well.
Well, that worked to my advantage. All right. I've already won. I'm gonna put that guy down. I'll just put this guy down.
And just when you thought things were about to get dull.
You know, really, he should take like 9 damage. I'm not gonna complain. Want to breach these pitfall
Let's
traps.
get a move on before any others show up.
Can't believe I failed the
As soon as the fight was done, Mirko Vidmar ran towards a crate that stood on a pedestal, slipping on the now bloody floor. When the dwarf lifted the lid, precious stones spilled out.
Your heirloom? This?
Asked the queen, rather puzzled.
I thought a pipe that belonged to your grandfather more likely.
golden froth.
Seems to me Brother Mirko wasn't wholly candid with us. This here's no heirloom, no family souvenir. It's the treasure trove of Clan Vidmar. We thought it gone for good.
Pressed for the truth, Mirko admitted no family sentiment had prompted this expedition. The dwarf had planned to leave Mahakam and start a new life among humans. Yet he did not wish to do so without sizable capital.
I can't stand to stay here a moment longer. The days, all of them, they're identical. Rise with the first cockscrow, marching double file to the latrine, crap on command, 12 hours down the shaft and home to sleep.
Mirko complained.
Want a wifey? Put in an application, in triplicate. Care to snip your beard? Elders got to approve it. You want to add buttermilk, not cream, to your mushroom soup? Clan council's got to debate it. How's a dwarf not to get balmy?
I understand the lad, no two ways about it.
Gabor sighed.
But I feel it's my duty to remind yous that what Mirko's going and doing here, well, there are laws. Treasure's due the Elder-in-Chief, not to Mirko, that's one. Second, any dwarf that wants to leave Mahakam can't take nothing but his breeches, his dixie, and his coat. So, brief like, consider well afore you make your decision, Your Grace.
Fine, we'll return the treasure to the Elder in Chief because we need their assistance. Although it's starting to look like we may not be getting it.
I sympathize, Mirko,
said Meve.
but I'm a crowned head. I must decline. National interest requires I show the greatest possible care for my relations with Elder-in-Chief Hugh. Yet in aiding you, I could sour those greatly. I shall return the treasure to him, I must. While you do what you will.
Mirko Vidmar swore under his breath, then jostled his way through the Lyrian infantry and into the mountains, towards human lands.
Okay. Let's go get my treasure.
Frozen, all. Only the banner moves, blown by the wind.
Downright poetic. Prime material for a ballad. Perhaps even a whole saga.
That's a reference to the Banner Saga, guys. This is the banner from Banner Saga. Nice. I love that game. Oh yeah, I got some frothy something. Let's see what we got. No, that's not it. There it is. Golden Froth. Boost all allies in a row by 4. Nah.
The Lyrians rode a narrow, winding path along the rocky ridge. To one side were ice-covered boulders, to the other, a chasm hundreds of feet deep.
They could have at least erected some barriers.
Complained Gascon, knocking snow from his cap.
Got plans for that.
Gabor said.
Just need to decide how high to make them.
What?
Think. Should they be the height of your average dwarf, or a human? The debate's gone on for 20 years. On the one hand, you've got...
Gabor did not finish his discussion. He was interrupted by the Baba Ghazi that jumped down from the rocks.
Archers, shoot! Aim for underbelly!
Meve's soldiers made quick work of the lone monster. But the sound of battle spooked the horses harnessed to one of her wagons.
Whoa there! Whoa, damn it!
The driver tried to rein in the animals, but could not. They dragged him into the chasm along with his cart and the soldiers riding in it. They landed a few dozen feet below on a rocky outcropping. A moment later, Baba Ghazis swarmed everywhere.
Did you see how they fared? Anyone left alive?
Asked Meve, leaning over the cliff edge.
Worry more about their cargo.
Gascon replied.
They were also carrying chests of gold.
Blast. We can't get down there. Too steep and the snow keeps falling.
We can lower ourselves down a line. But without armor, shields, or heavy weapons, otherwise it will snap.
And the Baba Ghazis?
The Queen said, brow raised.
We shan't kill them with daggers. They're too thick of armor.
We'll have to try. Or continue on our way.
What the heck's a Baba Ghazi?
You only live once.
Meve sighed.
Gascon, round up some volunteers and let us move out.
Moments later, the Queen was lowering herself down a line straight towards the gaping maw of a Baba Ghazi. Her only armor, a woolen shirt.
You know, I've always found that phrase weird, the way it's used. You only live once. Meve's parents long refused their noble-born daughter lessons in the art of the sword. Yet nevertheless did she train in secret, wearing a blouse instead of armor, a kitchen knife in place of sword, imitating the maneuvers she witnessed at knightly tournaments. Now, forced to fight without proper equipment, her childhood exercises would prove more useful to her than she could have ever imagined. Optional, eliminate the Baba Ghazi. Okay, what we got? Go away, Knickers, I'm gonna get you anyway. A medic? It wasn't a shortened battle, so yeah, the medic will be useful. Go away. Nobody likes you. Blah. It's fine. I don't have what's his face. Mostly these guys are just going to be useful for this, setting up my rail decree. Yeah, this is good enough.
Careful! No one try to be a hero!
Gluttonous Barbagazi. Every turn on turn start, if this unit has not taken damage since its last turn, move all units on the same row as fallen soldiers to the other row. Oh, same row as fallen soldiers. Okay. Every turn on turn start, if there is a unit on the right, gain 1 charge. Otherwise, remove 1 charge. Since charge count reaches 5, Meve wins battle. If it reaches 0, Meve loses the battle. Nope, that's not what I want. I want the bomber.
I smell a leak.
Are they immobile? I'll find it. Let's do this first so I can find out. No.
Are you mad? Don't say that!
Yeah. So that phrase, it's used to like suggest that we might as well be reckless because we only live once, but isn't that a reason to not live too recklessly?
This could hurt.
Slippery up here,
Uh-oh.
and it's a bloody long way down.
Oh. Uh-oh. Have I damned myself? No, I haven't.
Ah!
Bereft of sword and shield, Meve could not withstand a single blow. She thus danced atop the frozen snow, deftly dodging the Barbagazi's lightning-fast strikes, while delivering but a few well-aimed hits of her own, to their eyes, ears, and gaping jaws. When the last monster fell lifeless to the ground, Meve walked up to the shattered wagon. The soldiers it had carried were bruised, frostbitten, but alive.
Your Grace, we were sure you'd leave us.
A good ruler never abandons her folk.
Nor her goal.
Gascon interjected, while securing a rope to a chest. Soon enough, all were safely back on the path. The admiration Meve saw in her soldiers' eyes was in itself sufficient reward for her difficult battle.
Thought we got gold. What happened to my gold? Hope we didn't just use it to increase morale. Come on, camera. Pan to the left. Pan to the thank you. Alrighty. What's up here? Yeah. So... Oh good, a puzzle, because I'm so great at those. I hope you're ready to watch me try this puzzle 5 times, because that's what it's gonna take. Stone Hearth. Mindful of the intensifying snowstorm, Meve halted the march at a roadside inn by the name of Stone Hearth. Waiting for a turn in the weather, Meve bided her time by playing a round of Gwent with the innkeeper. It appeared the residents of Mahakam played by a set of rules different from what humans were accustomed to in the lowlands. Destroy the Stone Hearth's resident hero, Garth Rockstew. Units whose armor is reduced to 0 are destroyed. Every turn, draw a card. That probably means I lose when my health is less than 30. Golden Drake, mana cost 1. Deploy, draw a card. Either damage the enemy hero by Golden Drake's power or force Golden Drake and an enemy to damage each other by their own power. This is basically going to be Magic the Gathering from the looks of it. The graveyard, power pistol. Is this really a puzzle? Where's my mana count? Is this it? Alright. Put on this card. Gain 1 mana. Drop Pirate from your deck. When you deploy order, either damage the enemy hero by Parrot Field Marshal's power or force Parrot Field Marshal and an enemy to damage each other by their own power. Oh, they have to go in the front row.
Scurvy sketches!
Oh, okay. Yeah. So got Surly Patron. Order, either damage the enemy hero by Surly Patron's power, or force Surly Patron and an enemy to damage each other once by their own power. If this unit takes damage and survives, spawn a base copy of it. Here, blah, blah, blah. I mean, this is explicitly superior. Very large wisp, it's a whale. That's not a wisp, that's a whale! Either damage the enemy hero. Okay, nothing special about it. There. Oh. It went back to my hand. Do I have any cost 3 guys? Yeah, Frozen Giants. Boost this unit by the amount of damage taken by the hero on your side of the battlefield. Either damage the enemy hero by Frozen Giant. Let's get this same stuff. And I don't have any other mana cost. 1. I have 4 now. Professor Blast Wave. Spawn 2 Blast Balls. Blast Ball. Order. Either damage the enemy hero by Blast Ball's power. Okay, Death Wish. Damage the enemy hero by a random amount between 1 and 4. Damage. But I think I'd still rather do this. How much do I have? Yeah. Oh, I can still only play 1 card per round. Oh, interesting. Okay. Ouch. Ouch, Chihuahua. Blast Wave. I have 5 now. I can play a Frost Giant. Frozen Giant. Yeah, now's the time for that. It's over. This card has been added to your army and can be found in the command tent Blizzard. Let's see what Blizzard does. Probably adds Fighting Frost. Spawn and play 2 random trinkets. 2 random trinkets, though. Can't really account for randomness. Not that I'm so great at accounting. I'm not a very good accountant. Give me the loot, please. Another avatar.
Welcome to me inn. We've many folk today, but there's always room enough for more. Good to see you again. We've many folk today,